Hi, Jakey. Here is another story for your bedtime. This time it says, Big Max and the Mystery of the Missing Giraffe. Big Max, like Google Max, right? Google Max, Max, see? All right. The book said, when his pet giraffe, Jake, is missing, King Punch-a-Pillow knows just who to call. The famous detective Big Max. In the land of Achu, Big Max finds lots of rubber trees, some lions playing ping pong, and even disappearing giraffe tracks, but no Jake. In this mystery, too big for even the world's greatest detective to solve, this book is written by Ken Platt, pictures by Lynn Cravath. So the book starts this way. There's Big Max. Big Max was looking out his window. "It is a nice day for a mystery," he said. The telephone buzzed. "Ha!" Big Max said. "Perhaps somebody needs me now." So there's a telephone ringing. See? It's an old telephone. It's definitely not a smartphone. "Is this Big Max, the world's greatest detective?" a voice said. "I try to be," said Big Max. "Who is calling, please?" "This is King Punch-a-Pillow. I am calling from my palace in Achu," the voice said. "Do you have a cold?" asked Big Max. The king of Achu. Right? There you go. There's Max talking to the king. "No," said the king. "I have just been struck with a lot of silly names." "What is the problem?" Big Max asked. "My pet giraffe, Jake, is missing," like Jakey. The king said, "Can you find him?" "I can find anything," Big Max said. "Where is Achu?" See Jake the giraffe right there? The picture of Jakey the giraffe. "It is near some trees," the king says. "What else is it near?" asked Big Max. "It is between Sneeze and Gesundheit, just past Runny Nose," the king said. "Do not worry," said Big Max. "I will be there right away." "What airline are you taking?" the king asked. "My own," said Big Max. "I fly by umbrella." Big Max blew into his umbrella. The umbrella filled with air. "Ready for takeoff," Big Max said. He flew into the sky. There you go, Max flying outside of his window with an umbrella. Big Max flew over the ocean. He saw a big fish jump. Big Max flew lower. "Pardon me," he said. "Is Runny Nose hard to find?" "Not for the whales like me," the fish said. The whale blew a spout of water. It splashed over his head. "See," the whale said, "it is not hard." "Thank you," Big Max said. "That's a good trick." So there you go. The whale spouting water. Big Max flew over the desert. "I see camels," he said, "but no giraffe." Big Max flew over trees. Soon he saw a baby deer. "Pardon me," Big Max said. "Is this the way to Sneeze?" "Sorry, I can't help you," deer said. "I'm too young. I don't know how to sneeze yet." There you go, Big Max asking the little deer. Big Max flew over some more trees. "I better find it soon," he said. "I'm running out of air." The umbrella and Big Max flew lower. "Prepare for landing," he shouted. Big Max landed in a tree. He stopped falling. Instead, he started bouncing. He bounced up and down. "This is a funny kind of tree," Big Max said. So there's Big Max bouncing around. See, he's bouncing. Big Max fell to the ground. A man came running up. "Are you Big Max?" he asked. "I am King Punch-a-Pillow." "This is a funny kind of tree," Big Max said. "It bounces you all around." "It is supposed to do that," the king said. "It is a rubber tree." Said Big Max. "Rubber trees have rubber stuff inside. This one has it all over." "Of course," the king said. "It is our special kind of rubber tree. It grows only in Aachu." So there we go. These rubber trees, bouncing rubber trees, see? Said Big Max. "That is interesting. Now please show me where you last saw Jake, your giraffe." "I hope you can find him," the king said. "I always find what I look for," Big Max said. "I will find him." And there you go, the king and Jake. The king and Big Max. The king led Big Max to his palace. Suddenly, the air was filled with sounds. There were loud roars. There were loud animal growls. There are wild animal sounds, Big Max said. King Punch-a-Pillow smiled. "Yes," he said, "but these animals here are not so wild. They're my pets." So there's the palace, King's palace. "See," the king said, "they are just playing games. I showed them how to play." "That is wonderful," Big Max said. He saw 2 lions playing ping pong. He saw 2 kangaroos playing tennis. He saw 2 bears roller skating. "I see 2 of every kind," said Big Max. "How many giraffes do you have?" See, look at that. You see all these animals playing games. "Jake was my only giraffe," the king said. "He had nobody to play with, so I made a place for him where he could play by himself." "Show it to me," said Big Max. The king took Big Max away to a big courtyard. Inside was a basketball court. "See," the king said. "He could shoot baskets here, all by himself." Said Big Max. "Giraffes don't have hands," said Big Max. "How could Jake shoot baskets?" "With his mouth," the king said. "He could blow them in." "What would Jake do if he missed?" Big Max asked. "He would get very mad," said the king. "What would he do then?" asked Big Max. "He would kick rocks," said the king. See, giraffe playing basketball right there. You see it? And then he's kicking there because he's getting mad. "When was the last time you saw Jake?" Big Max asked. "Last Friday night," the king said. "We were watching a soccer game on TV. The next morning, he was gone." See, there's Jake and the king watching TV. They're watching a soccer game. Big Max looked up at the high walls. He said. "A giraffe cannot jump that high." He looked closer. "Giraffes cannot climb walls," he said. He looked at the lock at the gate. "Was this gate locked?" Big Max asked. "Yes, I have the key," the king said. There we go. Here is the wall. He's looking at the lock. Said Big Max. Jake has found a new way to be missing. Perhaps you are not such a great detective after all, the king said. We shall see, said Big Max. Look and think, he said. That is the secret to solving a mystery. I think we will never find Jake, the king said. We will find him, Big Max said. A giraffe is too big to hide. Big Max looked up. These walls are very high, he said, but giraffes are very tall. Giraffes have long necks. Jake could look over the wall. Yes, he could, said the king. But there is nothing to see. What is outside the wall? Asked Big Max. See Big Max looking at the wall. Just the trees, the king said. My rubber trees. Ha, Big Max said. I know how Jake did it. We must hurry to find him. They ran outside. They ran around the high walls. They ran around the trees. If we find out where Jake went, Big Mac said, we will know why he went. I see, said the king. There they are outside the walls. They're trying to still look for Jake. Giraffes have big feet. Big Mac said, these must be Jake's footprints. Jake had very big feet, the king said. That's why he was good at kicking rocks. They followed Jake's tracks. If we find out where Jake went, we will know why he went, Big Mac said. Jake never even said goodbye, said the king. Perhaps he was in a hurry, said Big Max. Look at that. They are tracking down Jake's tracks. See? Look at that. They're looking at the Jakey's track. Suddenly, the tracks disappeared. There was only grass now. We have lost the trail, Big Mac said. Jake, this is not funny, the king shouted. Wait, said Big Max. There is another way to follow him. Giraffes like to eat the tops of trees. We must look higher. We must follow the torn tops of trees. You are a great detective, the king said. Look and think, said Big Max. That is the secret. There we are. They were looking up at the trees now. They came to a little stream. They waded across the water. They walked up a hill. Big Max stopped. Wait, he said. Why are we stopping? The king asked. Something is wrong, Big Max said. They came to the stream, right? There they are. This is a different kind of hill, he said. This hill is moving. Hills do not move. It has thick skin. It has small ears. It has big teeth like hippopotamus. It has big mouth of a hippopotamus. So it must be a hippopotamus. I always wonder what I was, the hippo said. See, I was right, said Big Max. We are looking for a missing giraffe, he said. Have you seen one? So they're on top of the hippo. See, they ended up on top of the hippopotamus. No, Hippo said, but you can look inside and see for yourself. No, thank you, Big Mac said. We will take your word for it. They hurried away. There was a great roaring noise. The ground shook. The trees shook. Big Max and the king shook. It is an earthquake, the king shouted. We must run for our lives. There we go. It's shaking right there. No, Big Mac said. It is no earthquake. A soccer game. It is a soccer game. A soccer game? The king asked. They looked down from the hill. Animals were all around. They were cheering. In the middle were many giraffes. They were kicking a soccer ball. "Which one is Jake?" Big Mac asked. "I see him," the king said. "He is the one with the red spots." There, Giraffe playing soccer. And Jake is the one with the red spot. "Another case solved," Big Mac said. "Now we know why Jake ran away. When he saw the soccer game on TV, it reminded him how he missed playing with his old team. No wonder he is always kicking rocks," the king said. "He was staying in shape." "Now I know why Jake ran away," said the king. "What I want to know is, how did Jake get away?" "It was the trees," Big Mac said. "It was your special rubber trees that was the clue." Somebody blew a whistle. "The first half is over," Big Mac said. "Jake will be here soon. You can ask him yourself." "Tell me now," the king said. "I cannot wait that long." Big Mac saw a giraffe coming. He had red spots all over him. "Giraffes like to eat leaves," Big Mac said. Jake reached over the wall to chew the rubber tree leaves. Rubber stretches. It also snaps back. It is like pulling on a rubber band. Jake would pull down a mouthful of leaves. They would stretch back. The harder Jake pulled, the harder they stretched back. Finally, Jake pulled too hard. The leaves and the rubber tree pulled back twice as hard. They pulled Jake over the wall. See, right there, how the rubber tree pulled Jake over the wall. "I heard what you said," Jake said. "Yes, that is how I did it. That is the first time I ever liked rubber trees." "I'm sorry, Jake," the king said. "I didn't know you liked playing soccer." "It's more fun than kicking rocks," Jake said. Yeah, the king and Jake. The king took out his checkbook. "How would you like 1,000,000 Achu rupees for finding Jake?" he said. "If it is all right with you," Big Mac said, "you can buy us 2 tickets for the rest of the game instead. They just play the first half." "It's all right with me," said the king. They watched the soccer game. Jake's team won 32-4. Wow, 32 goals. That's a lot of goals. There you go. There they are watching the rest of the soccer game. Big Mac said goodbye to Jake and the king. Then he blew into his umbrella. "All's well that ends well," he said. And off flew Big Mac, the greatest detective in the world. And he was able to find Jake the giraffe for the king. All right, sweetie. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay? Love you. Mwah.